F and F. I don't know what happened. I think I accidentally pushed the home button a bit too hard with my thumb. So I was kind of lost where I was. Yeah, you really, you guys really need to give a shit more. Enough to actually change your behaviors. Which was the point for Sherlock Holmes. It was kind of like, why don't you care enough to better yourself? Why should I care enough about you to be kind to you or polite to you? And to his credit, he positioned himself in life in such a manner that, like, he didn't have to give a shit. You know, he didn't have to, like, pretend to give a shit or be nice. He was like, yeah, no, I have no bosses. And you idiots come crawling to me for help, so you'll just deal with it, won't you? But yeah, so again, don't misinterpret Sherlock Holmes. Damn. He has empathy, he's not a narcissist. Y'all are more likely the narcissist, and he just kind of like goes like, because he's very observant. I'm in awe of his observation skills. Don't even come close. I don't touch it. So he will just visually pick you apart and probably be able to tell within like about 10 visual cues whether you're lazy or not. Whether you're morally lazy, physically lazy, if you're a narcissist, and if he deems you lazy and narcissistic, selfish, he's probably going to be quite rude to you. Because he doesn't think you're worth being nice to at all. Like, he sees you as a child, so he'll speak to you like you're a child. And that's the lesson. One of the lessons from it's a lesson you kind of tie in with the lesson of the Ignavi Angels. Sometimes not picking a side is the same as picking a side. Sometimes not fighting for the good side is the same as helping the bad side. So you have to give a shit enough to turn off the television. Unless you're scanning it for coded symbols and stuff. Turn off the television and, I don't know, learn something. Stop watching some shit you've seen like 10 times already. And stop wasting your time leaving nasty, pointless comments on my YouTube channel. I'm barely looking at them anymore. And I'll be looking at them even less now that I've picked up another job, so I mean, go, I guess waste your life some more if you want. And when I'm not working the job, I'm going to be either like making these videos or thinking about how I'm going to be making these videos or doing more of the research and trying to firm stuff up. So go ahead if you want. I'm probably going to disable them because I've noticed somebody, at least one person's like posting links to pornography, and I'm not even clicking on the links. I fear what the F I'm going to see at the other end. No thank you. And I don't need to be opening any viruses or spyware or some shit on my laptop. No. So I've been deleting those. And I just haven't had time, but I will probably be going in soon and seeing if there's a function that will let me just disable comments across the board, so I don't have to really freaking mess with it every time. Because you people are just annoying. At first I was like, let's see if they make any reasonable arguments. And like one person did, and the rest is just malicious, stupid bullshit that makes it obvious that you're trolls, like paid trolls, or part of the cult, or like butthurt cops, and all I consider to be pathetic. And so since like I'm not really getting any real reasonable comments, nothing that's like more suggestions on leads or any critiques of the facts, anything like that. Like for example, people could be critiquing me on. I noticed when I went back and watched one of the videos I was getting into when I was like mulling over whether or not Sherlock Holmes had empathy. Sometimes I do this. I conflate empathy with compassion, and I think I did that maybe a time or two. I should have really said like compassion rather than empathy. Could have critiqued that. You guys aren't paying attention. You're just focused on like let's be nasty little pricks. Anyway, so yeah, I don't think at this point I'm thinking it's not, like I was hoping maybe people could throw arguments at me that would help me hone my thesis down and like sharpen it and make it bulletproof. But you're not doing that. You're just being stupid and disgusting. Go waste someone else's time. I think my girl cat might be outside. I'm coming, baby girl. She's alright. It's warmer here. And she's been out eating mice. I feel like there was like one more thing that I wanted to add in to the Ignavi Angels story. Something else I wanted to point out. And it's not coming to me because my brain is just like, yo, you need to sleep. Because I gotta be out there taking care of the animals first thing in the morning. Sorry, just trying to, before I shut it down, just trying to see if it'll pop into my brain. I don't think it will. So I think you guys should really consider the lesson in that story. It's not enough to just go about your business and do as you please and get back into your routine, whatever pacifies you, makes you feel safe, and just go, I'm sure someone else will deal with that, take care of it. I guarantee you that's not going to be considered acceptable. You guys could be looking into this stuff too. I started publishing the blog posts that I've been writing out a lot of the information on. They are not finished at all, but I'm putting like a little comment note at the top of all of them going like, not even nearly finished, but I'm releasing what I have thus far. Like I haven't finished making all the connections or filling in gaps or lots of gaps. A lot of stuff is like, you'll see, it's almost like essays that connect all these different elements. And I will have started sections and haven't fleshed them out completely yet. Because, another connection will pop into mind and I'll be like, oh, I don't want to lose that, and like start it on it a bit and then try to like go back to what I was previously working. So it's just, but you'll get the gist of some stuff. And I'll be posting links to those in descriptions for videos soon. Like I said, it's hard to focus until I feel like settled. I kind of feel like when I get to a new place, I just have to sort of settle in a bit. But it is beautiful here. It's really beautiful. So, and yeah. I mean, have any of you guys looked into Tracy Twyman yet? Or Isaac Cabby's death? Have any of you started looking and seeing if you can find the addresses on the suspects I've mentioned thus far in Brooklyn? See if you can confirm any of those facts. That they were living right nearby one another for roughly a year. So, stop wasting your time. Stop wasting my time. Stop wasting the time of decent people who might be more inclined to help if you aren't distracting them. So I'm sorry, before I fall asleep holding this phone, I'm going to cut it short now. I cut it off. And yeah, I think my kid's outside. I'm going to go. Good night.